What's good, family? I was really just wanted to come talk about my upcoming fashion show. I was like making a reel today and just like started expressing some of the emotions and like things that I'm dealing with, and just was trying to make that video, and that video ended up being so long. I was like, man, I need to make a YouTube video about this, something long form. So really, this is just me, and you're about to just tune in to me talking about this upcoming fashion show for my brand, just like what I'm going through. It's super interesting because like this is everything I've ever prayed for, and I feel super blessed and just lucky to be able to like do this and at ease. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the obstacles that you would have to overcome to have a fashion show, I have overcame. And me and my team have just like knocked it out of the park as far as like preparation, which honestly just adds more pressure to me. I'm so nervous and anxious. I just want like to knock it out the park as far as like the clothing. I want the clothing to be received as like just some of the greatest ever. I have it written on my mood board that I like want my show to be referred to as the best show of Paris Fashion Week this month. So just like a lot of pressure on my chest, and it's nerve wracking. It's like so much anxiety, but I tell myself a lot to help myself keep going is like, what would life be like if I didn't make these choices? You know what I mean? Like how, like life would be boring without the moments where I got to put myself out there and like be super, super vulnerable and feel these extreme emotions of like exhaustion and anxiety and fear. You know what I mean? So this is brand new to me, and I'm lucky as hell to have like all the support I have and just all the people around that like believe in me. And it's crazy because there's just like certain people in the fashion community that I never expected to give a damn about anything I was doing. And like, lo and behold, every one of them that I've been told about the show has basically expressed how excited they are to come and that they will be there for sure. And like, that just adds to like the nervousness, I guess. But it's like good problems, you know what I mean? And another thing I was thinking is like, just want to like thank my team and the people who are helping me, Jack Sparks, Amir, Lonnie. Um, Everybody's really, really like putting everything they got into this for me. And it's allowed me to really focus on the clothes. It's allowed me to just like obsess over these designs and these thoughts and really try to lock in like an overall vision, image, or just like thought process. I'd say some of the things I'm dealing with now as a designer is like, I see myself as like an elite commercial designer. I make clothes for the person who wants to be widely accepted by the masses as like well dressed, but with just like a little bit of edginess or a little bit of like that person who just has no fashion sense. It's like, what the fuck is that guy wearing? You know, it's like a little risky, a little over the top, but still falls into like the category of commercial. And because of that, that kind of makes doing a runway show difficult because I think, in my perspective, to have a runway show that just like knocks it out of the box, like you got to have designs that people never seen before. You got to have things and stuff that's a part of your show that's like never been seen before. So I've just been like working on it over and over and over again every single night. And something that like calms my nerves is I've been told plenty of times, like, you know, you're going to get out of this what you put in it. And I feel like me and my team, we're putting our whole heart into this. So I expect to, you know, knock it out the park. And I'm just excited to be able to be in this position. And another thing that's super, super like difficult about this process is like how many people you have to micromanage. I've only so far secured like 5 models, and we have a special performer, which I think you guys will really like. It's somebody close to the brand and that we share a lot of fans. So, I think you guys would be excited to hear who the special guest performer is. But yeah, man, just like micromanaging talent Oh my God. And then trying to like find the equipment and all this stuff. It's a lot, you know? But again, I really will say thank you to my team because I've even been vocal about it. I've been like, yo, I gotta not be there for this meeting or not be there for this. I need to be at my house where I can look at the clothes. You know what I mean? And I've just been trying to make sure every box is checked. Like my house, if you can see my house right now, it's every fabric I've ever used. Still have some of it. You know what I mean? Every fabric I've ever created with, I still have some. And it's mainly like boxed or like put away in certain sections of the house, but like I have it all out right now. I have everything, every fabric I've ever used in my design life is like in view from this couch because like I just don't want to miss anything. I just want to be able to like, whether this shit fails, blows all up in my face, I want to be able to just say that I tried my hardest and I didn't leave any boxes unchecked. You know what I mean? So I think I'm doing that. I hope I'm doing that. I have experienced moments in the past like 6 weeks where I've just felt defeated and like depressed and like the sun ain't coming out in LA until like 3 p.m. these days. So like it's really been hard to just find that motivation. I've been exercising a lot more to keep my mind clear and running a lot more to keep my mind clear. But I just think about those days where I know I didn't show up for myself the most I could have, and it makes me nervous about like what the outcome of this event would be because of that. Something I've been doing recently too is sitting in the sauna, closing my eyes and just imagining that I'm walking into the doors of my event and I'm just like seeing who I see and what the setting looks like and what the clothes look like and just the whole presentation and just basking in that, taking a moment and breathing that in and just trying to like see it clearly so I know what I need there, what I want, and how I want it to look so that I can just be as much in control of this process as possible so that I will be happy with the outcome. I was talking to my dad the other day. Something he said to me that really like has stuck with me, and this will probably stick with me for the rest of my life. Is damn, when is Father's Day? Hold on, y'all. I gotta see what Father's Day is because I think it's coming up, and I might have fucked up. Woo, woo. Father's Day is actually the day I leave for Paris, which is crazy. That's crazy. That's just symbolic to me. But cool. All right, so I still got time to get my dad something. So my dad said to me when I was on the phone with him a few days ago, he was like, "It's okay to be let down, and it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to feel all the things that are gonna come with putting yourself out there. But you feel those feelings because you want to meet your expectations or exceed your expectations. You don't feel those emotions and feelings because you're feeling that because you're wondering what someone else is going to think." And I don't know, I love responding to my father in a way where he knows that like I've got some knowledge too. So what I said to him was, motherfuckers gonna judge me anyway. And he was like, exactly. So whether you knock it out the park or you don't, motherfuckers is gonna judge you anyway. So if you're gonna base your emotions or your feelings or your anxiety off of like what people are gonna think, then there's no escape from that. Like be able to understand that a lot of those feelings just come from you wanting the best out of yourself and the best out of the event. So that's something that came from him that just really has helped me be calm in these moments of like chaos. And I'm honestly pulling from like all those people right now, like every mentor I've had, my dad, And just like everybody who's ever shared some type of like positive information with me, I'm like trying to pull out of the Rolodex in my head those moments so that I can like use those quotes in those talks to my benefit right now. I've probably like looked through every page of every journal I've ever written to just like make sure I'm like staying true to myself and reading books and shit just to like, like I've barely been watching movies. Just instead of putting on a movie, I put on a YouTube video or documentary about like fashion. I just want to, I'm obsessed with it, and I just want this moment to be great. I want to, or even if it isn't great, I want to be able to say I put my all into it. I've been able to say that about pretty much all the things I've done in my life. Like I don't take shortcuts. So this is just the hardest and the biggest thing I've ever tried to do. It's in another country, and I'm just pulling the most out of myself that I can, That's my focus right now, is like treating my body the best I can so that I can get the most out of it, like mentally and physically. Yeah. And that's why the theme of this show is by any means necessary, because I am going to get to where I want to go by any means necessary. I prayed for this. I prayed for these blessings. I asked God to be in these positions, and He knows exactly what I want out of this life. So I believe that this is a part of getting there. I believe this is one of the steps along the journey, and I just hope you guys love it. And I hope every one of my friends and colleagues, strangers, whoever that comes to my event, my mom is coming. I just hope everybody leaves with a clear understanding of how hard I work and how just how good I'm trying to be at this. You know what I mean? I hope that my heart is on my sleeve and it's seen. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like the fucking, like, what's that shit called? Sometimes I feel like the like stepchild of this game, man. There's so many people in LA that are in the same lane as me that like show no love and clicked up with like other motherfuckers and like don't show me no love. So it's just like sometimes it make me question myself. Like, is it because my clothes not good? Is it because people don't like my vibe? Or like, what would make you say this brand is tight and not my brand? And we both working hard. You know what I mean? So it's just like fucking all those insecurities flowing through my head right now, and I hope I make them eat those words. I hope I make them eat they dust. I think the last thing I'll touch on before I get up out of here is I met this girl at this closet sale I was doing who came up to me and she said that she watches my YouTubes and that there was a time where she was like feeling sad and watched my YouTube and felt better about life. And like YouTube videos are probably the thing I feel least secure about. I feel like all my YouTube videos suck and that nobody watches them. So like to have someone come up to me in person and say that really meant a lot to me, and I'll never forget it. Thank you if you watch this video. And I hope to see you again. Uh, and I want you guys to like take note of that or understand that, man. It's really like that's happened to me so many times where it's just like the thing that at that moment I think I suck at. Somebody comes to me and lets me know that I'm like changing their life, helping their life, or just like being a beacon of light for them through that medium that I thought that I should just stop doing because I suck at it. You know what I mean? So you matter. You're important to people. You're important to somebody. You gotta be there for people. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that somebody sees me, and because of that, that has motivated me to continue putting these videos up. You know, words are powerful, and that's why I will have the best show of Paris Fashion Week, and it's on June 20th at 4 p.m. There's gonna be a fire ass performance. Every look is gonna be crazy. My mom is gonna be there. It's gonna be amazing. I will not let you down. If you doubt me now, like, this will be your chance. Pull up. I want my doubters there. I want motherfuckers who think that they're killing it there. Because I'm going to show you what fucking 90 hours a week of work looks like. I am going to show you that. So please give me a chance. Please come and understand. You know what I mean? I'm going to drop show notes after the show that'll describe what these clothes meant to me and what this show meant to me. And you gotta stay tuned for that. You know what I mean? I expressed myself well in the show notes. So like, I just want that to be highlighted. And I shouted out a lot of important people to me also in my show notes. So just want all my people to be able to see that. Man, I actually feel a lot better now after just like letting that out. I can get like back to working on these clothes. I literally I leave Sunday. Today's Friday. I leave next Sunday. So I have 9 days, but I consider that a week. I have 7 days to actually do stuff. The next 7 days is all I have to do stuff. And then those other 2 days is like cosmetic. That's like packing it, mani-pedi and haircuts and stuff like that. Figuring out how I'm gonna package all this stuff. So that's all. Thank you guys for listening to me, and hopefully a bunch of people get to watch this video. Y'all leave me some comments. Tell me what I can talk about next time. And if you're gonna be in Paris, hit me up so I can send you an invitation. I love y'all. I'm up out of here.